What's up, flippers? We got a good one for you today. We're just going to walk this property quickly with the wholesaler. We're going to walk it actually with the homeowner. We're going to walk it with Chris, the contractor. Just break down the rehab quickly. I always feel it's really important to be able to walk into a property within 10 or 15 minutes and give a ballpark evaluation of what it's going to cost to rehab the property. I think it's really important because your contractor is not going to want to walk 20, 30, 40 houses, right, and just get one bid. So you have to have the ability to walk in quickly, evaluate the property. It's not going to be a line item for line item exact match to what your contractor is going to bid it, but you need to have a pretty firm ballpark idea of what it's going to cost. Now, before you come out and do the rehab, you're definitely going to want to run your comps, make sure you see the value. It's going to help, especially on some of the higher end properties, what it's going to take, what kind of finishes. Do you need quartz? Do you need, do you need all the bells and whistles on the property? It's going to help you evaluate it. Now, this property is a cheap little house. It's 190K is where we comped it at. It's only 900 square feet. There are some good comps in the area of similar size, which helps. It's about 30 to 45 minutes south of Houston in a little town called Santa Fe. Santa Fe is about 20 minutes from Galveston, the beach, so there's definitely some growth here. There's definitely some development. Sadly, it's really only known for, back in 2018, there was a school shooting, so that's kind of what it's, what it's notorious for. But there is a lot going on here. It's a really good market to still get in that affordable pricing. So we're just going to look at the majors, what the first things you want to look at before you even start working on the cosmetics, right? A lot of you have probably heard of the 5 majors: the HVAC, the roof, the plumbing, the foundation, the electrical. You want to check those before you start getting into what countertops you're going to put in. What's some of the other costs are going to cost. So really on the cosmetic side, does it need new doors, paint, baseboard, fixtures, fans? Now, I have a feeling this property is going to need pretty much everything. And like I mentioned, we're walking it with the seller, hence I'm filming this in the truck beforehand. Kind of see what Chris thinks on the rehab, and also just speak to the wholesaler, David, a little bit. So hope you guys enjoy it.
I'm gonna have to get my guy over here to look at is the foundation.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about, because it looks like it might be the original foundation.
No, it's a
pier and beam is probably all rotted out.
I wonder how deep that goes.
You can tell over there is a lot of termite damage.
I know. Yeah, I see
all
that. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
It's like termites are okay. They're in every house, but
Especially down here, kind of by the coast.
yeah, and most of the time it's subterranean.
Yeah, not Formosan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I've learned so much about termites in the last
oh,
few
dude, me too. Formosan termites are the worst.
crazy Japanese bastards.
Yeah, it was all planted by the government.
Yeah, apparently they all came over in World War II.
Yeah, I didn't know that one, but
Soldiers.
I have a really, really good termite guy that lives down here actually.
Hey, Mark?
I don't know his name.
Yeah, I got this guy called Mark who's awesome. And once a year he's
Might be his.
coming around to these houses.
That might be his name.
Yeah, it's probably him. He does a lot of investors now.
He's super cheap.
Yeah. Like
And
$500.
he'll go everywhere.
Yeah. So,
Hey, watch out for that, bud.
I have a house in Dickinson that suffers from it, and he's been out once or twice, and he just does a quick trench and spray around it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's in March that all the termites swarm.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
So that's why they say around here in March you should turn off all your lights at night.
Huh.
Because when they swarm, they'll see the lights.
I didn't know that either.
in the house,
Yeah, that's a nice little lot.
So it's on the well, and it's a well. It has a well and septic, but it has
Still
access
city.
to this. Yeah.
Yeah, I would think this would be city. I wouldn't think you'd want
Yeah, it's very small to have a well on
Yeah.
and septic.
Well, and your
Wait, it's got an aerobic system? No, it doesn't. There's no way.
Line.
Huh?
A liter line.
It's got a conventional system that flows underground?
Yeah, I guess.
Because they don't have enough space to throw any or do any of that. It shouldn't even have enough space for a conventional either. There's no. Yeah, I'd be curious where that well's at.
what would it cost to never
Oh shit.
never tapped into the city utilities? What would it cost
To tie into it depends on well, if it's all right here, it wouldn't be that much at all.
Yeah.
But if this thing works, it's fine. Or if it's not, those are very cheap.
Yeah, it works. Water works.
Yeah.
Everything worked. I'm just gonna go. Cause he always says don't call him too early. So.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Uh,
Yeah, there's the wheel right there. Pressure tape. I mean, those aren't that bad.
That's crazy though. I never thought this would
Well, I mean, this house is built,
be. Yeah, back in the 40s, 50s.
so I mean, they didn't care about. It'd be very interesting about the septic though.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen a septic on something small, this small. Yeah, it looks horrible, but it definitely does help.
Keep this garage.
yeah.
Definitely helps if we can salvage this.
All you gotta do is scab on things down here, and on the
Yeah, maybe. It's about how deep it goes.
What I did on the last one, my windstorm inspector guy said that we just went right over the old shit.
For what?
5 exit, go right over it
For with what?
instead of Hardy.
Oh, you mean like the siding? Yeah, but here's the thing. So you see all that chipping off?
Yeah.
You got to get all that down because it won't appraise. Like, an appraiser will not appraise it. Most of them, if it's got like any kind of indication of horrible paint like that, you got to sand all that shit down and get it to nothing. If you sand it down and just go over a little bit, it could be a problem. Is what I'm saying. It can be done. The siding doesn't.
Tyvek the whole thing, and then you just go right over it. That way, there is no exposed paint. There is no. Just.
No, yeah, but the siding's not that bad. Besides all the stuff that's disgusting.
This is the worst side over here. Did y'all walk around already?
No, not yet. If he was living here, I didn't want to. Come on.
Did you ever get a foundation built in it?
I have not had a foundation.
Yeah, I'd like to get my guy over here.
But yeah. So I looked underneath it. I don't know if I think I sent the video, but it's basically this outside beam all the way around this rod.
Yeah.
It's right here. I just wrote that motherfucker down. I don't know if that's part
Oh
of
yeah, that would probably. Yeah. Yep. That thing's rough. The back part.
Yeah.
That thing just needs to come
They
down.
probably put that on.
Yeah, that was an
extension.
add-on.
That's not in the 800 square feet, I guess.
And then so this is the where the septic system is.
Okay, so it is that. Interesting.
That's the septic. And
Okay.
the leader line.
Okay. Yeah, that's an old school conventional system. Old school. As long as that septic, has he said he has any problems with the septic at all?
No, I turn the water on and use the restroom just.
Use the restroom as well.
I mean, hell.
Yeah, right, exactly.
How'd you find that? Oh, really?
Yeah, sometimes you get some good ones on there.
Just, you know how it goes. Just number.
Oops, sorry, bud.
That's gonna be on there.
Yeah, the siding's actually not bad. I thought the siding was going to be worse. It's really not that bad. You know what the clearance is from the ground to where the house has to sit?
How much is it clear?
It's 18 inches.
I thought it was 14. It's 18?
It's 18. Now that is also subjective based on who's looking at the house, right? I'm talking appraisal wise, like just to get it sold. But 18 is actually the clearance. It also depends on the financing that they're using too. All that plays a factor. But the reason why that's so important is because when the house is super low and it doesn't have proper ventilation, it destroys all that lumber underneath. It just eats it up, all the moisture.
Yeah, you need to have a vapor barrier under there too, right? Otherwise
Yep.
you have a vapor barrier, it's causing a lot of rime.
Yeah, exactly. That's why a lot of times we'll remove a good portion of the siding on the bottom just to create more airflow underneath there. And then we'll put this lattice, or we'll put some kind of skirt around it.
Yeah. So basically, all the decking. I say that, but I could be wrong. You can't really see it because there's carpet over everything. On the repair, whenever the portions of it. Right.
Oh, the subfloor.
Yeah, subfloor.
Oh, okay. Decking's on the roof.
Yeah, subfloor. Basically, just put stuff over it. And
Okay. I'm already expecting it has to be redone. I just kind of already calculated for it.
On 800 square feet, how much would that cost?
Oh, dude, it's not much. I mean, it's going to be a cost.
Like $3,000.
Yeah, a few grand maybe. This is a stem wall right here. Let's look at it. I wonder if I think it's just blocks. They all go all the way down. It looks like. A lot of times people do a pier and beam house and then they'll put like a concrete stem wall around it to make it look like slab, even though it's not. Is he gonna let us in or what? Or is he not answering you? Sound like there's music on in the garage. Remember the monkey house?
Yeah.
Cherry Street. So there's our 100 square feet right there. Bam. It's not 207.
That's the next door one?
No, just this garage right here, because that contract that I pulled, it didn't have a garage.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's just a single house.
Yeah.
What's the total lot size? 15,000?
No, I think it's like altogether like close to 10,000.
Oh, okay.
It's like 5,000 each, I believe.
Gotcha.
Give me a notice. I called you. I mean, I texted you a little bit earlier because yeah.
But anyway.
I'm sorry to bother you, Mike.
No, it's not that. I just overslept this morning a lot. You know, been getting it, trying to haul stuff off and stuff.
Yes, sir.
But
I apologize.
Y'all want to walk through here a little bit or whatever?
Put the stick down.
Come on in. I
Put the
guess.
stick down.
No, we won't stay long. It's comfortable. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. It's hard to get this guy out here the other day when we came. So.
Yeah, I know. I was not around at the time, you know.
And since it's getting close to closing, we want to make sure we got everything together. So this is the. Where did you say that attic was, Mike? Right here in the hallway.
Just move the shower curtain from right there at the end of the tub and look up.
I don't know.
You need a step ladder to get up in there.
Can't see anything really. Okay, so Jones Street.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I never walked Jones.
Oh my gosh, that thing was rough.
What were you saying?
No. So basically forward and all in the restaurant.
Yeah. So tear this out, new tub, new surround.
Yeah.
No, it looks good.
Yeah.
We just buff it out.
Yeah. It's probably
Hey,
one of those old
scoot,
cast
scoot.
iron.
Hey, come over here. Get in here for a second. What are you doing here? Sorry.
Yes.
So it's 2 bed?
Yeah. So we need 2 bedrooms.
Man,
Yeah.
I can't even take
One
pictures of
bathroom
it.
over here.
Okay.
This one right here is probably the most over room. Yeah, look. It's got the.
They didn't use the.
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to
What's
salvage
that
some of
for?
it.
Trying to see what that's for. Pull-ups?
Nothing, yeah.
Do pull-ups on it?
Plumbing at first.
And then over here, just put kitchen over here.
It's a nice little room. Yeah, okay, this is all. Where's the addition? Is it right there or this one?
This is it right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, this whole
Yeah, this whole thing's
this
sinking.
right here was, so that just needs to be.
That
ripped
needs
out.
to just be taken off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not even part of square footage. I guarantee that.
Yeah.
We just made that like a back door or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some steps out there.
A little patio area, little barbecue.
Was there a washer and dryer area in here?
I think it's.
Probably add that.
Or you could.
This
you
is where it
could
was
add
at.
the-
Yeah, this is where the washer and dryer.
Probably we
was.
can do something with
So you
that.
probably do want to add a washer and dryer.
Yeah.
Back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Originally had a washer and dryer there. I never saw a washer and dryer there. When I moved in, it was already out in the garage.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You
The
know,
garage. That's right.
I think somebody did have, but there's stuff there, you know, to do it.
Yeah, a lot of houses in Santa Fe keep them in the garage. That's actually very common.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna let you know, the washing machine is gray water.
Yeah.
So it don't go in that, there's a little bitty septic system, and as long as you don't mess with it, as long as you don't put any paper in it,
Works all right.
it worked just fine since 1983.
Yeah.
I've had the inspector come out here because the house next door that was next door,
Yeah.
way back then, they had a problem, and I worked for a pipeline company at the time, and I had a probe. I probed it for him, and there's line there, there's rock there. You can, tick, 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 and you can feel it going through the rock and all that.
Yeah.
But it just goes right past the septic, right out there, and it tees and goes parallel to the fence.
Yeah.
This far off of the fence.
Yeah.
And that's a little septic. That's all that's put in back then,
Yeah. Yeah.
And as long as you don't put any toilet paper, I'm telling you, that's the main thing. You won't have any problem out of it, and throw you a little bit of yeast in it, flush the active yeast once or twice a year. You won't have any trouble out of it for anybody that moves in here. But the main thing is that, especially with the women, I had 3 girls in this house,
Yeah.
and
That's a lot.
yeah. That time of the month, it was a lot.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it was not cool. And
For sure.
I kept them. It's got to go in the trash, and you take out your trash.
Yeah, for
That's all
sure.
you got to do, and it's real simple.
For sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mike, we're just gonna look at the garage quick, and then we'll be out of here.
Yeah, that back door should be open. Like I said, I just stayed up late last night trying to, I'm working at it, boxing stuff. Got a lot of stuff in the garage there, pretty much. Well, I still have some. There's a lot of boxes up there, but it's all locked. It's Christmas stuff, And get that cleared out, and then the main thing, most times it's going to be the stuff that's in that china cabinet, getting that wrapped and put in a thing. But yeah, I should be.
Yes, sir.
If we're still okay on the 30th,
Okay.
I'll try to have
Yes, sir.
get
All
me
right.
a storage place or something, and so I can move everything out, and then
Let's go
I'll
into
just
the
get a
garage.
truck or something. I'm not sure. And all you gotta do is I kick this out, and I'll make sure both rollers are in, and then just lift it up.
Okay. Yeah. No problem.
Then it works.
Jamming in here.
I
Get
just
some
keep that
jamming rock
going,
music on.
Pretty much 24/7.
Yeah, I
I
got you.
used to work offshore, and
Yeah.
I would pin this door.
No, it's good. Garage is
That
actually.
far,
Garage is pretty good.
to keep it, and then I just keep a radio playing because it keeps the honest ones out.
Yeah, for sure.
I had a guy break in here while I had just got home from West Africa. And I had my motorcycle in here, and
Stole it.
he tried to. He didn't know how to start the motorcycle, or he hit the horn instead of had the switch on, but he didn't know how to hit the starter.
Did you catch him, take him out, and throw him in the
Well,
septic system, or what?
My neighbor
That's why you
Sharon
can't flush.
was up, and she heard the commotion, and he had it right here, my truck was not pulled in that far, so he had it out,
Oh, okay.
and he was trying to start, but he hit the horn, and that scared him, and so the cops were
He
after
just dropped it. He just let it
was
go.
running.
He just
was
let it go.
running. And
Yeah.
he just ran in here and saw it, and saw the key was in it, thought he'd take it, but the cops came and
Well, you think if you're gonna try to
they
steal
put it back in
something,
the garage, and I woke up at about 3 o'clock that afternoon and got up and come out here. What the hell is going on? Because my bike was the wrong way. It was.
that's great.
Yeah, and so she was coming back from work and pulled over and told me what happened, what she saw. And
Quickly, what the rehab is.
Well, so the house is actually not as bad as I was projecting based off the pictures I initially saw. The siding obviously is probably the biggest thing around parts of the house and the garage, but the interior of the house is actually not bad at all compared to what I was expecting, of course. The roof's going to be your thing, siding, foundations is probably the biggest unknown.
Kind of that septic and well too.
Yeah, so that is a question mark, just because if it works, that's fine, but there's things that are going to have to be inspected with it and make sure that they're going to approve it for financing from other people and stuff. Yeah. So if one thing we didn't ask him was about the city tie-in, that'd be good to know. Yeah. Just if he had any knowledge on that. But if we had to do a new well and septic, which they wouldn't even let us put a new septic in, I don't think. Like if you go brand new with code, they wouldn't even allow that. They would make us do some kind of tie into the city, which is surprising that it's not already tied in, like as a secondary or something. So we'll definitely have to look into that. That's another cost that's unexpected for sure. But the rehab itself, if I had to put like a number to the rehab, I mean, we're probably, with everything, I'm counting for foundation, full lumber replacement, everything, I'd probably say close to 60. Like if I had to fully repair the lumber, if we did all new siding, you know, we're not going to do that. But worst case scenario, if you have to add in some plumbing for the septic and all that, I wouldn't see it going above 60 though.
So, yeah, I think you briefly touched on how you found the lead. You found it on Facebook?
Yeah, basically just sending out I buy houses messages, just brief ones. I buy houses constantly.
Awesome.
That's basically how I've been getting my leads.
What are some of the other ways you found leads? I know we've worked together for years, done a lot of houses. So, what are some of the other ways you found leads?
That and just driving for dollars. Those are basically my main two ways
Yeah.
to find leads.
You also flip houses too.
Hmm.
So you got 2 flips going on right now.
Yeah, and I might have to be buying this one too. I might have to get this one.
But I mean,
so-
you could always buy it too, and then wholesale it afterwards.
Mhm.
You know, almost do like a hotel loan.
Yeah.
If it's something you didn't want to,
Mhm.
a project you didn't want to take on at this very moment.
Yeah,
You know.
that's what I'm thinking. That too, it might be a better hotel deal.
Yeah.
Because
Just
I mean,
give it an extra
Mhm.
week or two for your borrower to
yeah,
be able to get the financing secured and get it
Yeah.
going too. So,
either that. I'm even considering taking on a couple of partners. Maybe even to, make a little that are wanting to learn.
yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that too. And then that way all three of us could do it. You know what I'm saying? I could basically run the project and then make a little of,
Mhm. Yeah. And what are you kind of seeing right now? You seeing a good amount of leads in the market, or is it pretty slow, or what's kind of the impression?
with the 2 flips I got going on, I hadn't really had too much time to pay attention to the market. So I'm just hoping it's doing good, and I'm just keep on trying to get things
Yeah, we
done.
listed one yesterday, so see if you get some traction.
Yeah.
On that one. It's a good flip.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, you've been doing it since what, 2016, 2017?
Something like that. Yeah, good while.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I think it's important too that, like when you're flipping houses and you're maxed out, to have good lead generation, know how to wholesale those leads.
Yep. And that's why I got you,
lose a
Joe.
lead, right? You can still get a lead sold.
Yeah.
All right, man, David. Appreciate
All right.
it.
Appreciate it.